Today we are coming in Marriot Humamnitarian Futures program in Ballroom Hall, 16 January 2025, Humanitarian Future 2025, Marriot Islamabad Hotel. The question and answer session is going on.
I have one question.
Question here. Thank you so much.
After that I will take. Okay.
Yes, participate. And how all participated. This is the venue.
My name is I am representing the Pakistan. I have two questions. One is from Mr. Salman and the other is from the DC Ambassador. Thank you, sir, for coming over here and giving us time. My first question is for Mr. Salman: how we can still it is we are saying in the opening comments from PHF that we are really prove ourselves as a resilient nation. It's fine.
Dedicated planning and policies for a party. And I think it is still existing. It's not only it's the chief commissioner of that. One of my batchmates whose finest officer has been its chief commissioner for a very long time. It has all commissionerates in the provinces also. So we are doing our best to look out our issues. But you need to ask this question to the international community and donors. Are they including the one refugees in their planning and responses or policies or things like that? What are they doing for those? You need this is more relevant a question to them. So whenever you find donors or international partners, please ask them. Don't forget that.
Big speech for all the international organizations are there. So my question was not directed at somebody specifically; it was for the whole forum.
If I appreciate that, I appreciate raising of the question, but I would like to remind you and request you to please raise it again whenever you have international partners. If you allow, I'll respond to questions that are relevant to quickly.
The same question, we will try to conclude that question here. I think, and it's right forum too. The PHF is actually representing the international communities, and I think it's a bridge between the international implementing partner and the donor. So PHF played that part. So I think it's a very relevant question. What we have observed as a local partner, since we are working for the Afghan refugees together with IRC and some of the other international partners, that the international donor support has considerably reduced for the Afghan refugees. It's almost negligible, and I think whatever we are doing, that's mainly through our, like in terms of health, whatever we are doing is mainly through the existing public health system, which is mainly financing by the government of Pakistan. So at the health level, in any emergency, we are not excluding any national, irrespective of their nationality, whether it's a Afghani or whether it's a Bangladeshi or is Pakistani. So they are getting the required services based on their needs. So that's what the current phenomenon response is. But yes, this is a big question for the international community. We still have a good number of Afghan refugees. We all know as an IP that there is a greater need in terms of health, food security, livelihood, and other aspects.
NOCs with humanitarian partners, it's a bit of political context. I can answer you very candidly when we are one-to-one, but IDMA is not very relevant. Rather, it has absorbed itself to getting. We would have been regulating, but we are not doing it. But we can facilitate, and we have been trying, and we will be taking it up. But actually, I understand now the NOCs are not even being issued. Why? Because the humanitarian partners or human rights organizations went to court and they got decision that these should not be issued. And that has been granted. But they have not requested that there should be a mechanism, so that direction is still not there. But I fully view that there has to be a mechanism, a transparent mechanism to facilitate humanitarian community. Yes, we come in when there is a disaster situation, or if you have any disaster management related project for which you are having any troubles, we can.
Asked by Dr. Da and Naimat about the urban flooding and energy. I would like to add, and then I'll go to the technology part. I'm basically a professional urban planner as well and disaster risk management specialist. So when we talk about the urban flooding, it's really a rising phenomena. It's worrisome for us because we have seen a lot of episodes and it's crippling our urban economy and things like that, particularly Karachi and our big cities. So while doing our exercise on natural catastrophe modeling, we extended the scope and included Islamabad, Rawalpindi and all provincial capitals into it. Now that has been completed, and when you go to our website, you can register and log in, and it's a public interface of NatCat. You can get all those maps. They are explaining the different time period and the probability what can be this situation in certain with certain are important. Again, I'll touch upon that why urban flooding and why these things are happening and why this heat waves. As you see that we are pouring concrete, we are just eliminating the green spaces.
The gentleman, I was going to respond, but please.
Groups, particularly people with age, people with disabilities. Now you know the new groups also. They are at the core of our policies, planning, monitoring, response, all. We have a dedicated gender and child cell for that. We have policies and plans for that. Our PDNS have those, and we are trying to strengthen their sense and make it part of the normal life cycle. One of the flagship programs that we have, which is directly related with such issues, children are also our focus, and that is Pakshan School Safety Framework. Implementation of that is still, far from optimum, but we are trying to make it as part of the normal school life. There are both structural, non-structural checklists and things that need to be ensured. We are conducting drills. We have piloted in 500 schools.
People with disability, there's a huge recognition within the IRC that we still need to improve. And that's where I think the technical organization, the partnership with technical organizations like CBM becomes very important. So we are constantly having discussion how do we improve our partners and get their technical support. We are also critically looking at all our internal processes, like the way we do needs assessment, the monitoring and the evaluation. What are some of the areas that we can bring in people with disability inclusion as a proper method? So this is an ongoing discussion within IRC, and I'm sure we'll be able to approach CBM for technical attention. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And towards the conclusion, what I was saying is that the model, the prototype that we have produced is one of the examples of technology being brought in to evolve.
This is in this regard, IRC did. So you can get it and dive deep in that's not a problem.
She is Director, Deputy Director, Program International Rescue Committee, Pakistan, Lubna and Fatma. Get the award.
Then Mubashir Hussain Saab from India, sir, please, if you can join us. Riyas and Idris Masood sir.
They got the award.
Now, please share your remarks.
She's the Deputy Director, Lubna.
Thank you very much. I was been given a lot of talking points from my team, but I think each and every point has already been discussed. But I would really like to reiterate that it is time to look into the future. And as Fatima very rightly pointed out, that the time to discuss, to come on the table is not when the disaster strikes, it's before that. So we really need to work on climate change adaptation and integrate it into our works. Talking about the International Rescue Committee, as we get the 2005 earthquake or 2010 floods or COVID-19 or the recent flood, that was really an eye-opener for all of us and for all the people outside the country as well. I should not be saying that I'm pleased, but I really want to share that we were able to reach out to over 4 million people between the period of 2022 to 2024, and most of it has been into flood response and our refugee response. Climate change and adaptation is very much integrated into whatever work we do, be it early childhood development and education, nutrition. And someone mentioned that Afghan refugee response is very much part and parcel, and the reason behind our presence within this particular country.
In this world.
That's not only identify the needs, the futuristic needs of those communities, but also give us a pathway as in how to address those and how to be more prepared in advance of the disaster that we foresee. As the title of the event is also humanitarian features, so I would just like to conclude on the note that we really need to be future seen. We really need to be not waiting for the disaster to hit, but to prepare in advance and include all the key stakeholders that are there. And with that, I would also like to thank all of you for being present here today throughout this journey and throughout the proceedings of today's event, as well as our partners, the donor partners, the implementing partners, civil society partners, and the private sector partners and government partners in our journey to help us make it a success. Once again, thank you.
We have Mubashir Hussain in disaster management, Government of Pakistan. We asked to him that this event, Humanitarian Future 2025, would you, sir, tell us the central idea of this all scenario or all conference? Tell us, sir, what is?
Basically what I see, this is wonderful that PHF, IRC and CEDA, they are joining hands with all other organizations. Actually the partnership is the key to move forward. Without partnership we cannot do something. We need to do, not in isolation, but we all need to join our hands, and then we can move forward to achieve the agenda of resilience and crisis management. And we need to engage all the stakeholders, and definitely we need to engage the community at risk. And unless until we engage all the actors at ground, we cannot achieve our target. Thank you.
Thank you very much.